What's up guys, I'm Sonic here, and today's video is another debunk, yes. But this one, unlike the others, this was just plain dumb. Okay, like all the other debunks, I have personally mean no disrespect for Austin and his video. This is just me ranting about his video on how wrong it is. And his question, who is the strongest character in fiction, is basically just plain old dumb when he said that Steve was the strongest character, which obviously he is not. So for this episode, I'm just going to prove him wrong and basically do all this debunking stuff that I usually do. Also, there are two questions that I was thinking about, so I'm going to answer those two with y'all.
My quest to find the strongest video game character is an old one. Mario only ever carries about 2 kilograms of coins at a time. If we're super generous with the weight of rings in Sonic, he's capable of carrying 1,227.6 kilograms at a time, and Spider-Man has a lift strength of 10 tons!
So you're saying that's their maximum potential? Dude! Mario can throw meteors at Bowser, who survived black holes the size of galaxies. Sonic's top speed has been able to accelerate through the entire space-time continuum. Spider-Man once lifted a private jet, not weighing 10 tons, but weighed 75,000 pounds, or 37.5 tons. He's also fought the Hulk, who could survive the entire universe being collabed at. So, maybe you should double check that, Austin.
The Greek titan Atlas carried the entire world on his shoulders pretty consistently, which weighs over 5 septillion kilograms. Now we're cooking. Superman is about here, because he's apparently bench pressed the Earth before?
Except that's not actually his maximum potential. Superman in one comic has been able to held a black hole, and most of them can suck up entire galaxies.
All, and I mean all of these characters pale in comparison to my girl Alex and my boy Steve. And we can prove it using the heaviest thing in all of Minecraft: gold blocks. Just being able to carry one already makes them stronger than Spider-Man and puts the character on par with the strongest heroes in all of comics and movies.
Are you seriously telling me, Austin, that a gold block in Minecraft that weighs over 42,000 pounds weighs heavier than the entire planet, or even the entire galaxy, or even the entirety of the space-time continuum? Because to me, Austin, that's not even close to being on par with all the heroes in all the comics and movies, and pales in comparison!
And you would be right. And normally I would have ended the episode right there if it weren't for one tiny trick that I literally stumbled upon by accident, trying to make sure that gold blocks were actually the heaviest items in Minecraft and I wasn't overlooking something. Control picking. Thanks to a video by YouTuber Sancarn, I learned of a new trick that is not a glitch that allows you to break the heck out of Minecraft.
Strap yourselves in, boys and girls, because this is where the real juicy stuff happens.
By clicking an item with the center mouse button in creative mode while holding the
Wait, hold on. Did you guys hear that? No? Okay, let me rewind it.
By clicking an item with the center mouse button in creative mode while holding the control button creative mode.
So, this is all just creative mode Steve and not survival mode Steve. Like, it's completely different from one another. Well, that answers question number 1. Time to go into question number 2.
The control button, you can copy an item and all of its properties into your inventory. Like, I don't know, a box holding 27 stacks of 64 gold blocks. Or a box holding 27 stacks of 64 boxes, each holding 27 stacks of 64 gold blocks. Or maybe a box holding 27 stacks of 64 boxes, holding 27 stacks of 64 boxes, holding 27 stacks of 64 gold blocks.
This method that Austin is speaking is actually really true. It's implied in that Sancarn video that's linked in the description below.
Now, it might seem that because of this method that there's an infinite number of gold blocks you can carry, but that's actually not the case. There's an actual limit programmed into the game for how many properties an item can have, and that limit is what's known as the named binary tag depth limit. For both TAG list and TAG compound, the limit is 512 bits, but chests take up 3 bits of this information, meaning that our actual limit is about 171. That's 171 nested layers of boxes with boxes with boxes with boxes.
Alright, so remember that box limit because that's going to be really important for later.
Fun fact, the second, at your 7th layer, as you're placing ultra-dense boxes inside each other, this box would exceed the mass needed for the Schwarzschild radius of 1 meter, meaning it would collapse in on itself into the form of a black hole, and we've got so many more to go! At layer 20, you can contain more mass than exists in the entire universe! This goes on and on and on until we get to a total number of gold blocks at our final layer in our final boxes of 4.16849. 5 times 10 to the 557th power kilograms.
Okay, you could just try to hold your breath while doing that. Dang, that is a lot of numbers. And that's a lot of kilograms, dude. Dang.
But we are not done, because that is just one box at max capacity. These boxes can stack into a stack of 64. 2.6678 times 10 to the 555th gold blocks. But we're not done yet, because look at all these inventory slots. 27 plus 9 plus 1 stack in the offhand equals 37 stacks of 64 boxes, giving us a final number of gold blocks Stevex can carry of 9.8709. 74090 times 10 to the 566th power, clocking in at 1.91 times 10 to the 561st power kilograms, or over 6.35 times 10 to the 505th power universes. All of these being carried like it's absolutely nothing by this little person.
That is a lot of numbers, and the number of universes is actually bigger than the number Septillion, which has 303 zeros. But is this true? Let's solve question number 2. Now, the layers of boxes with boxes with boxes thing is actually really true. I looked up on so many YouTube videos and I found the one on AntVenoms that actually explains it.
If you create a chest stack 13 layers deep, with the last layer of all of them being a whole mess of golden blocks, the density of those items would create a black hole, at least if they existed in real life in a 1 meter cubed area.
13 layers of boxes sounds contradicting to the 7 layers of boxes that would create a black hole, but I want to focus on layer 20, where he said that the max capacity on 20 boxes is the entire universe. Remember that box limit that I showed you guys earlier? If 20 layers of boxes equals 1 universe, then that would mean 40 layers of boxes would equal 2 universes. 60 layers of boxes equals 3 universes. 80 layers of boxes equals 4 universes, and so on and so forth. Until you get to the max layer of 160 equals 8 universes. That is shockingly different from the over Septillion universes. But we are not done yet, because that is only 1 box at max capacity. These boxes could be in a stack of 64. So if you multiply the total number of boxes times the total number of universes in 1 box, then you would get the shocking grand total of 512 universes and 64 stacks of boxes. But we are not done yet still. Notice how Steve has like 37 slots on his inventory? Well, if you multiply the number of universes in 64 boxes times 37 slots of 64 boxes, you would get a grand number of total universes that there is that Steve can carry on his hands and his inventory. 18,944 universes. Now that is a far cry from the centillion over centillion universes that Austin said before. And here's the craziest thing.
That's not even bigger than a multiverse, which is septendecillion universes.
Power scaling speaking, creative mode Steve is not multiversal. He's multi-universal, and there is a difference. Multi-universal means that you can carry multiple universes, but not the multiverse in general. Multiversal is basically what it seems.
And the craziest thing about it is not even stronger than game Supersonic. Supersonic in game canon has took on Solaris, a transcendent dimensional being that can consume all of the space-time continuum. And notice how 3 hedgehogs were able to defeat him, puts each of them at multiversal. That's literally stronger than Steve. Liu Kang has fought gods, elder gods that can warp time and reality itself. Darkseid's true form, it exists outside of reality and can destroy universes, let alone the entire DC multiverse in general. Dr. Manhattan, dude, he changed an event that fractured new timelines in reality and altered other choices in other timelines and realities. Stronger than creative mode Steve. And the one above all, the omnipotent god of Marvel can literally rewrite all of Marvel reality. Are you... Oh my god!
What I'm trying to say, Austin, is that while Steve is powerful, he's not the strongest in fiction. He's one of the strongest in fiction. So in conclusion,
don't assume a character is the strongest in fiction because of one single feat! I'm Jin Amatonic. Peace out. Dang.